I am Jessica Green, your Jamberry Nails independent consultant. Today I'm going to make a quick video to demonstrate the cold application of our Jamberry nail wraps. I have a helper over here. So what I have today is I have newspaper, which is retiring on February 28th. So you've only got a few more days left to get those. And then my accent nails are our March Hostess exclusive. So it's just a geometric design with pink and orange and teal, and it's a pretty cool design. And you can only get that design by hosting a party and reaching certain numbers. So talk to me about hosting a party so you can get your free exclusive wraps. To apply your nails, you just need a few basic tools that you probably already have at home, but we also sell some through Jamberry that also are great. You need a heat source, so you can use a hair dryer, you could use a space heater. I really prefer our Jamberry mini heater because it is super quiet, it's just the right temperature, and it's not going to blow the wraps away like a hair dryer might end up doing to you. And then you also need some basic manicure tools. And we have our application kit that comes with a great little bag. The bag is cool because it fits our nail wrap packages in there with your tools. And then it also comes with some alcohol wipes and then just your manicure tools. A buffer, nail clippers, nail file, scissors, rubber cuticle pusher, and orange sticks. I really love our purple cuticle pusher. It's great for getting a good seal on our wraps. So I'm going to use those tools today, but you can use whatever you've got at home. So on my left hand, I've already done the newspaper, and I just need to do the March Hostess exclusive accents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and use the buffer on my nail just to give it a tiny amount of grit to adhere to. I am going to use some rubbing alcohol to clean any oils off of my hand. If you find that you have super slippery nails, you can also wash your hands with dish soap, and the dish soap will help get rid of the oils on your nails and give you a better application. So I just wipe that off. I give it a moment to dry. I usually give it a quick blast with my mini heater to make sure it's dry and there's no moisture left behind. And as you can tell, I can still talk over the sound of my mini heater. If I had a hair dryer going right now, you probably wouldn't be able to hear me well. So then I've got my orange stick, and I always use the angled side to pick up my wraps. So I've already trimmed off my March wrap, and when you look at the shape of it, you want to use your orange stick to pick it up on the flat side. So I stick the orange stick in between the wrap and the plastic and slide it under there, and I peel off the plastic piece. So then I've got just the wrap. For the cold application, you're going to kind of center it on your nail, and you want to get it close to the cuticle and then tap it down so that it's stuck on there very loosely. It's not curved to my nail at all yet. And I'm just going to check if it is the right fit. You want it to not be touching the cuticle at all. You do want a tiny bit of nail showing on the edges. So this one looks like it is set. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it just for 3 to 5 seconds. And then I'm going to take my purple cuticle pusher to push toward my cuticle and then down the center. And then I'm going to blast with heat again, just a couple seconds. And then from the cuticle, I'm going to go out to the edges and down and kind of heat again and go to the edges and down. And I, on purpose, put a couple of wrinkles in there so you can see how can I fix that sort of thing. Because if I cut and file my nail right now, there's going to be some bad wrinkles in there and it's not going to look good. So one of the cool things about this is before you cut and file it down, you can lift it back up. So I'm peeling it back up a little bit. And then when I pull it down, I'm going to pull toward the tip of my nail and pull down toward the edges. And even before I heat it again, you can see that those wrinkles are smoothed out. So I'm going to heat it again. I'm going to push it down toward my edges. And that looks really good. Now, you don't want to file it while it's still warm because then you'll get kind of rough edges. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my ring finger while I'm waiting for this one to cool. So again, I'm going to pick it up with the orange stick. While it is still cold, I'm going to put it down toward my cuticle and set it down, kind of tap it there. I'm going to check if the fit is right, and if it's not right, with the cold application, the adhesive is still super easy to use, so I could pick it back up and put it back down so that it's looking good. Let's see. So I've got that one just right on my cuticles. It's still not smoothed down, so I'm going to heat it, smooth it up toward my cuticle and down to the center. Heat it again and smooth to the two edges. And then I usually heat it again, and that's when I do the pull the extra down and over the edges of the nail. And you can see it's still really long, but it looks good on there. So now I can turn my heater off for a moment. I'm going to check that it looks good. You do not want to trim it or file it until you have no wrinkles, because if you've got wrinkles, it's really difficult to fix once it's trimmed. So I'm going to smooth this guy down, pull it again just to make sure, and they're both cooled down. So then we're going to file straight down. You're not going down and up, because when you go up, you'll catch that wrap and lift it up. And you're not going side to side because, again, it'll pull the wrap not in the direction you want. So you just do it downward, and you want to give it a solid amount of pressure, and you'll see that the wrap will start to tear and roll right off. So you just go straight down until the whole thing has rolled off. And then the other thing I like to show is if it is still hanging on by a thread like that, do not just pull it off, because you'll have a little straggler that'll start catching. Just keep patiently filing until it rolls all the way off. So then I'm going to check it, see if there's any little edges I need to file. And my thumbnail looks good. And then I'm going to file the ring finger. And again, there's a little piece hanging on. Oh, it actually was good. So I'm just going to file and make sure there's no rough edges. And so now that hand is finished. Everything's smooth, looking good. The last thing you can do to really finish your wrap and make sure it is a good seal at the tips is using a plastic baggie. So you turn your heater back on, and what you want to do is put your nail inside the plastic and then pull it tight. And so when it's pulled tight like that, it's creating an even pressure all the way around. So you heat it up and then smooth it down. And that just makes sure that the tips are sealed really well, the cuticle edges are sealed really well. And now my nails are done and they look great. All right, thank you for watching.